We are live. We are live on Mondays in the meditation room with Dr. K for Midlife Musings. Today is Monday, May the 15th. Monday, May 15th. Can y'all believe it? That means we are just about halfway through the month of May. I'm excited about it. Welcome to Mondays in the meditation room with Dr. K for Midlife Musings, where you will find all things enlightenment and empowerment for Black women in midlife, where we are redefining, reimagining, and realigning, reawakening ourselves in this amazing season of midlife. Where this is our opportunity to walk into our most confident, healed, and whole self. So, welcome, y'all. Go ahead, call a sister, text a sister, email a sister, invite her into the room with you on tonight. I'm excited. How y'all doing? Beautiful day yesterday, beautiful today. For those of you who celebrated Mother's Day, I pray that you had a blessed day. Those of you who may be missing moms and or missing children, I pray that God's peace and grace was with you and will continue to be with you. Come on, jump on the chat or the comments, whether you're watching on the Enlightened Woman Facebook page, the Enlightened Woman private Facebook group, or YouTube. Let us know you're here. Say hey to your sisters. And welcome, welcome, welcome to the meditation room. So excited that you are joining me for another Monday, y'all. Come on in the room. Before we get started, I want to remind you that the Serenity Experience is coming. Yes, it is our gathering of women, an intimate, completely, uniquely curated event and opportunity for women in midlife to come to that sacred, sharing, transformative space for fun, laughter, tears, growth, evolving, and just being. Isn't that great? Sometimes it's good to just be in a safe place, to know that you're not alone, you're not losing your mind, that you are right where you're supposed to be, right at the time you're supposed to be there, growing and evolving and experiencing all that you are. So you can go to enlightenedwoman.global/serenity, or go to enlightenedwoman.global and just click on it. You'll find the tab to click on for more information on the page, or click on the Serenity Experience page. So excited we'll be in a new venue this year. Opportunity for us to have a spa-like experience where we are getting started in the afternoon, something different. That way you can have the opportunity to enjoy spa services or a class. And that, of course, is separate from your registration before or after our Enlighten Her sessions, and opportunity for us to grow and to learn, and not just from facilitating, but from one another. And so we ask you to go to the website and register. You do not want to miss this opportunity. I'm so excited. We will be at the Pearl Modern Spa and Boutique in Columbia, Maryland. And I am excited. Our space is called the Bliss Salon. Come on, what better room than that to gather in? And we will close out our time in a private healing waters session. You can find all of that information. And maybe you want to make it a getaway. You can get a room at the Meriwether Lake House Hotel, which is a stone's throw, just a walk a short walk from the spa, short drive from the spa, and make it an overnight getaway. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Just treat yourself. Yes, and that would be September 22nd through the 23rd. You'll see the link there on the website to make room reservations. And it's not a lot of rooms, just a few. So make sure you do that right away. Make sure you do that right away. You can also decide to treat yourself to the VIP session that's going to happen on Friday night at the hotel. We're doing an amazing, fun PJ party. Guess what the theme is? Happy hormones. It's a happy hormones hour. Yeah, we're talking emotions, hot flashes, and libido. Oh my, yeah. You want to be in the room as we talk about it, learn about it, but have fun while we're doing it. So you have wonderful it. I mean, I'm just overjoyed because I just feel like this. I'm in what one of our mentors called in our um, mastermind group today, the sweet spot of pouring into gathering women in midlife for empowerment and enlightenment and growth and reimagining what this season can be for you. So that's what the Serenity Experience is all about. We didn't do it last year. We just needed some time to regroup and grow and evolve. And you, your life will be empowered. It will be changed. It will be elevated by this experience. No, no, no. Hey, hey. How y'all doing? Miss Lisa and Sister Max, welcome, welcome into the room. So don't forget to register. Our space is limited. And I know people say that all the time, but it literally is. So I don't want you to miss it because we are planning um, for an intimate group so that we can really do the work, that we can really have that time to go within. Is going to be awesome from 2 to about 5. I'm going to open up with the tea and lunch and then go through our Enlighten Her and Discovery sessions. And then we're going to do our closing ritual and then close out in the Healing Waters hot tub, um, heated pool, steam room, rainforest shower, cold plunge. And just guess what? It's just going to be us in the room. So, yeah, go ahead, register. Make sure you sign up for all of those and invite and bring a sister with you. All right, so this month is May, is my birthday month. So excited. It is my birthday month. I'm on my way to 60 plus one and so grateful for the preparation to be able to celebrate another rotation around the sun. Last year was a major milestone, created a whole seismic shift in my being, going across that threshold into 60. And so it is my birthday month. I'm celebrating, looking forward to it, and just really in a contemplative mode, I would say, this year, and wanting to align myself in that place that will help me to guard my peace. Ah, yeah. And May is also Mental Health Awareness Month. NAMI, Organizational Mental Health, has a hashtag, and it is more than enough. Hashtag more than enough to remind everybody that you are worthy. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of peace. You're worthy of safety. You're worthy, and you are more than enough. And sometimes when we don't think that we are, it creates stress and anxiety. And so just remind yourself that you are more than enough. And during the month of May, our theme has been for the meditation room is mind your mind in the meditation room. And we're talking about creative modalities to prioritize our mental and emotional well-being. And I'm saying creative modalities because, of course, one of the main things we say that if you feel like you're in a place where you really need some help, then it is absolutely okay to get the help through therapy, through counseling, a professional therapist or counselor to help you have an objective sounding board that can help you on your journey to healing and wholeness. That's always an option. But I wanted to talk about some other ways in which we can prioritize our well-being. We had my friend Vanessa Elam Burns on a couple of weeks ago talking about healing hikes. That's so creative and so different because it is just healing to be out in nature. And she has started a new business to allow for individual or group hikes that include coaching. She prepares smoothies and provides other opportunities for you to get in touch with yourself in the middle of God's creation. There's something very healing and peaceful about allowing your spirit to feel and to commune with God along with a sensitive and intuitive guide. And so you can go back and watch the replay, get in touch. We're thinking about doing a group of enlightened women. One of our minnow lounges will be, minnow lounge on the move. We're going to go out and do a healing hike with her. And you can also do it as an individual. So we're looking forward to that. And so that was one of the ways, getting out in nature, going outside of your comfort zone, just walking in the sun, letting the sun shine down on you, walking by water, healing. And then last week we talked about, being okay with prioritizing, taking a moment, meaning just stopping and pausing, hitting pause so that you can take a moment, right? To give yourself permission to do that, to not think you have to always be on the go. And our creative modality was also by sense, by smell, doing your olfactory, that you need to know that there are some scents that affect your mind. And I'm saying SCENTS, scents or smells or aromas that literally affect your well-being. For instance, you can take a sniff or whiff of eucalyptus or mint or citrus smells that helps awaken you, helps energize you, or lavender, jasmine. Those scents help bring clarity and calm to you. That's another creative modality for your to prioritize your mental and emotional well-being. Take some time to, me, if you've been with me in the meditation room for any length of time, I love candles. And there's something about an aroma. Even spiritually, and even in the Bible, God had the priest put together certain scents for consecration, right? And burning incense. There's something about it that also affects our emotions, right? And so consider it, do some tests, lemon or peppermint oils. Put it on a sachet, put it by your bed. There's sprays that you can get, that you can spray your pillow at night with lavender. It really does calm you. It really does work. And be creative. Find something that you can put together. We talked about our friend Dr. Anika Wilson Brown, under her AWB ministry. She creates oils and she creates scents. That you can spray in the room, spray on your pillows. And I have gotten one that she calls wisdom, have one that's called confidence. right? And sometimes in my meditation, right before I start, I take the wisdom, I anoint myself, take a whiff, and just relax and pray and ask God to open my heart and mind to receive what it is I need to receive. When I was writing my dissertation for my doctorate, I would anoint myself with wisdom and would anoint myself and pray and be like, Lord, help me open my mind, help me to read this stuff, help me to comprehend, help me to write. And so that's another creative modality. I love incense. It just burning, just the smell is good for you, and it affects your mood. And then on tonight, I'm excited. Now, normally I've been having um, him as my guest on like fourth Mondays, right? And then I forgot that this is not fourth Monday. But he's going to be my guest on tonight again anyway, because he brings so much to the meditation room and gives such great perspective. And because he's a certified life coach and um, has made meditation a part of his wellness, I wanted him to come on tonight because the title for tonight was Don't Give Up, Don't Give In, Go Within. Meditation and breath works as a tool to guard and or keep your peace. And so tonight we're going to talk about the creative modality of meditation. I know everybody's talking about it, it's all the rage nowadays, and breath work, but it really is a tool that can help center you. And not only that, scientifically, it has been scientifically proven, medically proven to create the ability for you to focus better, sleep better, be less anxious. It allows your body to rest. It helps you move from that fight or flight, cortisol releasing way in which we are living under such stress and anxiety to bringing peace to your nervous system. It slows down your heart rate in meditation and in breathing. So I want to welcome back to the meditation room, the Reverend Dr. Harold B. Hayes Jr., who is a major meditation practitioner. And he really encouraged me to really focus on meditation, so much so that I end up getting a certification as a certified meditation teacher. And so one of the first things I think about when I think about prioritizing our well being, to quiet our minds because the world is so loud. And guess what? Sometimes within our mind and our spirits are loud because we don't know how to manage our thoughts. And so, yay! I don't have a clap machine or anything like that, but welcome, 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 welcome to the room. So, where do we start? I mean, what would you say that was happening in your life that made you open to meditation and start meditating, and how it helped you, especially since you grew up United Holy Church of America, and we were told to just pray about everything and pray and shout and name it and claim it and all of the above, and everything will be all right. What happens when everything not all right and you need something else?
Great question. And first, let me say thank you once again for having me on such a powerful, influential, uh, eternal platform. This is just, and I want to pause for a moment and say, congratulations, sweetheart. 4 years ago today, you received your doctorate of ministry from Wesley Theological Seminary. Woo! It's
Today?
yeah, today is Monday. Remember, 4 years ago, 2019, on Friday, I received mine. That whole weekend was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And we flew to Ohio, our
Mm-hmm.
whole family. And
Mm-hmm.
then we flew back. And then we came and watched you walk. And we just, look, we have the pictures to prove it. That
Right. I
we,
think it was what, like the 13th or the 14th. I can't remember now.
so mine, the only reason I know because it came up on my Facebook feed that May the 12th, Friday, May the 12th. Uh, it's
Wow.
taken 4 years to come back to a Friday, May the 12th. And so I just figured that since it's Friday, May the 12th, and you graduate that Monday, it had to be the 15th. And so you can check, see if I got the facts, the statistics right. But
Like, I don't, I think because Shantae posted her memory, and I want to say it was either the 13th or the 14th, maybe. I'm gonna go look, I'll look at the diplomas.
yeah, we look. I do know it was this weekend, so
Right. That's what I was
you
gonna say. But the
right
bottom line, it was 4 years ago.
four years ago this past weekend, and so today would be your day. And so I'm just, sweetheart, we use this wonderful language. I'm so godly proud of you. I was thinking about it, how you really, the way it happened was you actually finished writing your dissertation before I finished.
Mm-hmm.
And that was God ordained because I was really struggling. And you inspired me, you gave me tidbits. You were like the key to unlock my understanding and how to run that last leg in writing my dissertation. And I just praise God for you during that process because you were absolutely, in the words of our wonderful elder Manning, Dr. Manning, you were absolutely my partner in life, ministry, and pursuing our doctorate. So thank you, thank you, thank you. When it comes to meditation, wow. How about that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Mhm.
That was what was going on. And I actually was in a bookstore in Bowie, and I was actually looking for something else, but it was a divine setup. I thought I was looking for something else, and I came across when I was in the aisle, and I came across a book, and it said something about meditation,
Mhm.
and I said, I'm not familiar with this particular author. And I open it, and you know how you skim through. And so one of my practices is my present practice, as it has been in the past, is to open up a book
Mhm.
and I go down the table of contents and I read all the, and so it was something to the order of meditate for 15 minutes a day.
Mhm.
And it talked about, some of the benefits. So I turned to it and it literally said, you sit in a chair, place your hands on your lap, close your eyes, sit up straight. Look, I'm talking to myself, sit up straight and focus in on your breathing, and thoughts will come to your head, but like clouds, let them pass by and keep refocusing on your breathing until um, all of the thoughts just go away. And all you're doing is you're moving from focusing on your breathing, allowing the thoughts to go away, to actually going to that place
Mhm.
beyond thought. And I started doing that, and I intuitively knew this is what I needed because my prayers were actually part of my burden.
Mm.
It was part of my stress. It was part of reminding me, my prayers have not yet been answered. Let me pray it again. Let me pray hard. Let me pray in the spirit.
Mm.
Let me. And so I just, for me, the way I was praying and how I was praying, and here's the big one, why I was praying was not working.
Mm.
I
Wow.
was praying out of a spirit of worry, fear, doubt, not confidence, not thankfulness, not I know everything gonna be all right, but oh, I gotta do this. It was like one more thing that I needed to do because I'm supposed to do it. It's kind of like when you're growing up, you don't like spinach, but you know that somebody's telling you that spinach is good for you, so go ahead and eat it. And so I don't like it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm not feeling it right now, and so prayer had moved from something that was started out for me as I was growing in God as a time of fellowship to a,
Mhm.
and it had moved to, it had devolved into, oh God, come on, God, help me. You haven't helped me yet.
Wow.
And so
So good.
it was my prayer life had devolved to, it was a constant reminder of what I lacked.
Wow.
And so that was part, it had become part of the noise in
Mm.
my head, you know. And so I needed to go beyond thought. And for our church folk, I need to go beyond prayer. But the beautiful thing is meditation is actually the highest form of prayer, because what you do is you find yourself refocusing on God,
Mhm.
because when you focus on the breath and the breathing, we're focusing on the breath, which is the breath of life, which is the breath of God,
Mm.
which is God. It says, this is what we believe. God blew the breath of life into the earth creature called Adam, and the earth creature became a living being, a living soul. And so when we focus in on the breath, the breathing, that is the breath of life. That is the breath of God. That is God. That is every time you refocus through the vehicle of meditation, every time you refocus on your breath, your breathing, you are actually refocusing in on God. And
Mhm.
when you refocus in on God through your breath, through your breathing,
Mhm.
and that is your focus, that is the highest form of prayer, because now it's beyond what you think you want, what you know you need, what you are
Wow.
begging God for, and you are just absolutely beyond thought. It says, one scripture says, give no thought to
Wow.
these things. And then another scripture says, be still and know,
Mhm.
and that I am God. And so when we enter into meditation as a practice, it is absolutely, Christian brothers and sisters, it is absolutely the highest form of prayer. And that's not just my story, that is my testimony, and I'm sticking with it. Meditation saved my life.
Mhm.
It saved my marriage. It saved my ministry. But here's what I want to say: it saved my mind.
Woo!
Uh,
So good. So let's get that was so powerful and so simplistic and so um I guess out of the box in terms of how we see prayer as a sacred cow, but so many people struggle with it.
yeah,
And so to broaden it about what prayer means is great.
it's the highest form. It's the highest form. And I thought I was praying at the highest form, y'all. There have been times I prayed in the spirit, and trust me, this is not bragging, because I've already been honest and transparent. But I've prayed in the spirit for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I prayed as long as 4 hours. I prayed where I ain't have no more voice, no more strength, and I'm just praying in the spirit. But the whole time I was praying in the spirit, I was asking God, please give me interpretation. Please give me interpretation. What I'm Please give me interpretation in English when I'm praying in the spirit. So it was just a session of worry.
Mhm.
It was a session of laborious, uh,
Mhm.
beyond vain repetitions. It was desperately like, I'll do this, and
Mhm.
so God will be so pleased with me doing it. God will have to do that.
Yes, it's a wow. This is so good. Now, see, I don't want to go to that direction, because you just opening the door for so many things that um that lately for me, the Holy Spirit has been talking to me about what prayer is and what prayer isn't.
Right.
And my movement or moving my body or taking care of my temple, the Holy Spirit has begun to say, stop separating it. That's also
It's
your
all
prayer.
one.
That's also prayer.
Yep.
I was like, oh, and Spirit's like, your sometimes your life and your living is a prayer.
Woo! Woo!
I was like, wow,
Come
God,
on.
thank you. You freeing me up. So then my question to you also is, when you were saying, it saved your ministry, your marriage, your you gave another M.
It saved my life, my
Oh,
ministry, my marriage, and most of all, saved my mind.
your mind. And so we're in Mental Health Awareness Month, and we're in the meditation room, for midlife musing. How would you say in this midlife transition and transformation has meditation been able to help you manage the disorientation that can come with that type of transition?
Yeah. Um, Scientists and psychologists will tell you um, that you can literally in one day think 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day.
Hmm.
That's a lot of thinking.
Hmm.
And that about 80% of the thoughts you think are thoughts that you thought yesterday.
Hmm.
And 95% of the thoughts you thought yesterday, of that 80% of 60 to 80,000, are negative in nature.
Hmm.
And so you're having a, a cycle of negative thinking. Um, and what follows negative thinking is negative feeling.
Mm.
You know, it's thought, it's feeling,
Mhm,
it's word, it's action, it's habit,
mhm,
it becomes who you are,
mhm.
and then it becomes your destiny,
Mm,
self-fulfilling prophecy, and then if you're not careful,
mhm,
it affects your circle, your inner circle of family, and it might end up your legacy
mm,
because then it goes to the next generation. So what meditation does, it gives you a break
mm,
from your mind
mm,
and the activity of your mind, which is thinking
mhm.
thoughts
What they
that
call them, your monkey mind.
your monkey mind, your monkey mind has about 95% of negativity. And the thoughts are made up of regrets
Mm.
uh, and fears of the future.
Woo! Look at here. That is midlife thinking.
That's midlife.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you look back and you just have so many so many regrets, so many woulda, coulda, shouldas,
Mhm,
and then sheds a spotlight
mhm,
concerning the forecast that you know my best days are gone, my
mm,
worst
mhm,
days are ahead of me, and
mhm,
I have less time before me,
mhm,
and because more time has gone
mhm,
past me,
mhm,
and so you just keep replaying that narrative in your head,
mhm,
and then you become a believer of it.
mhm.
And when you become a believer of it, it becomes your religion.
Whoop.
It becomes your religion. Um, uh, you then don't even realize you start converting everybody around you
Wow.
to perceiving you
Mm.
as you feel.
For those of you who haven't heard the term monkey mind, it's literally um, uh, the meaning is pretty much unsettled, restless, confused,
Uh-huh.
anxious, busy, always, going, cause you to be indecisive, and
Hmm.
you feel like you can't control those thoughts. But that is also the power of meditation and
That's right.
having it, especially in this season when you can feel exactly as Dr. Hayes was just saying. I'm gonna come on, start calling you Dr. Hubby, but saying is,
I like that.
know, being able to know that your thoughts are not you.
Right.
Your mind, it is not you. So you can step outside of those thoughts and recognize when they are unhelpful and or unhealthy,
That's right. Yeah.
right?
We one of my sayings as a way to jumpstart my meditation sessions.
Mm-hmm.
One of my sayings is, I am not my body,
Mm,
and I am not even my mind.
mm. Woo, so good.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Mm.
And I am the breath of life. I am the breath of God.
And when we talk about breath
Whew.
work, it literally is also science and medically based. That most of us
Absolutely.
breathe very shallow, tight breaths,
Not
and
getting enough oxygen.
we're not getting enough oxygen that helps clear the mind, helps
Mhm.
clear our lungs, helps clear our blood, because oxygen in the blood is an absolute
Necessity.
necessity. And there are ways to breathe to help calm us. When you're really anxious or going off, the first thing people usually say is breathe,
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 breathe.
breathe. That's not an erroneous or flippant statement,
No, because you hold your breath.
because usually when you're anxious, you're angry, whatever is going on, you end up not breathing, and we
Yeah.
don't even realize we're not
No.
breathing. We're holding our breath. And so it is important. And the weirdest thing, I found out that sometimes when I go up the steps, I'm not breathing. I'm like, why am I not breathing when I'm and
And
I'm
then
then
by the
I'm
time you get
then
to the
I'm like
top, you're
out of
like,
breath, and I'm like, wait, that's because I wasn't breathing.
yeah,
And it literally, scientifically and medically, calms your body down when you stop and take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. It slows your heart rate. It causes your system, your nervous system, to literally begin to relax.
yeah. It is, that's so powerful what you just did and said. So the life of the body, we all know this. The life of the body is the blood.
Mhm,
Go one more step. The life of the blood is the breath,
mhm,
is your breathing.
mhm,
Your blood literally needs
mhm,
oxygen. The breath is the food for your blood.
mhm,
And so when you, as Dr. K was saying, practice meditation from the perspective of learning how to deeply breathe,
mhm,
they talk about all the benefits
mhm.
of when you deeply breathe and feed your blood the oxygen that it needs, and then your body can then receive the nutrients from what the blood carries to your cells. It is
It's
absolutely.
amazing. And we always really want to use our breathing to calm ourselves, but there's also a term called fire breathing that can help energize you, wake you up,
Come on.
get you moving and pump.
Yep.
That's why they call it fire breath, where it just, it literally wakes you up. And it takes time and it takes work. It is not something that happens overnight, especially the energizing breath, those fire breathing, because it takes work. You have to learn how to to coordinate your breath with the movement of your diaphragm and your stomach to help you kind of do it. But and sometimes you get lightheaded because your body is not
I'm
used
not
to
used to
that,
it.
right? But it is ways, tools, right, to help you prioritize and manage. And you don't have to go anywhere. It doesn't cost anything. You don't need any tools. Those are
Nope.
things that you can do for free
For free.
to
Yeah.
create creative modalities for helping you to manage your mind and your emotional well-being.
Mondays in the meditation. Can y'all please answer me this one question? How is it that I inspired her to meditate and she got certified?
I know it was just
the, the master has become the student and the student has become the master. Can y'all please answer how did that happen?
but and but I think what I feel like God is calling us to do now, because my focus for Mondays in the Meditation Room, Enlightened Woman, the Serenity Experience, Serenity Meditation, and Breath Works, all of it is to help us master our midlife inner life. And in
That's right.
general, the work that we're called to do is to help people to tap within, to master their inner life, because that's where everything else springs from. Guard your heart, for from it, the issues of life flow. In other words, I love the Passion Translation that says, protect your innermost being.
That's right.
And
Eh,
the ability to get quiet is good, right?
eh,
Because I'm encouraging my Dr. Hubby to go ahead and do that silent retreat. If you all have never been on a silent retreat,
yeah, absolutely.
it is life changing. So we,
And
you have to get.
I talked about that. Here's what's scary. Is you want to hear this? Here's what's scary. Um, I received, oh God, I received my Master's of Divinity degree from Howard University School of Divinity. Very proud
Mhm.
graduate from there. And I found out about silent retreats way back then.
Mhm.
That's how long ago I found out about what silent retreats and what is the main activity?
Mhm.
Meditation,
Mhm.
being still.
Mhm.
Um, being still through the process of meditation literally makes room
Mhm.
for inspired prayer.
So good. I'd rather have inspired prayer. That was so good. Yes, Lisa, you got it right. She has in the text quoting what you were saying about the body and the blood and the life and the breath. Yes, inspired prayer. Because sometimes our prayer is not inspired, it's
Most
driven
time, yep,
by
it's
life,
driven. Oh my God, good word, driven.
by our fears
Yeah,
and our anxieties.
yeah, and that's what happened for me. And so when I began, and so I know, sweetheart, I don't know if you'll have me back on after I say this, but pray my strength in the Lord. So now my practice is before I pray, I meditate
Mm-hmm.
because the Bible is right. I don't even know what to pray for. I don't even know how to pray or what to pray for because when I'm praying from a driven place.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have to calm myself down through the practice of meditation
Mm-hmm.
so that it makes room for inspired prayer to emerge and manifest.
I'm
And
fist bumping you.
and then I'm led into prayer as
Mm-hmm.
opposed to bringing my agenda called prayer.
Whoop!
And so I meditate to pray,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm making room. And there are times when all my prayer is being still,
Mm-hmm.
making room for
Mm-hmm.
the voice of God to emerge,
I
the,
love it.
the leading of the Holy Spirit to say,
Mm.
pray this way, pray
Mm,
about this subject.
mm,
Um, and then it becomes organic, and then it becomes a natural flow,
mhm,
and it's not laborious.
mm. I love it. I just the time goes by so
Oh my
quickly.
God, how is it 8:45?
I know we're getting ready to sign off, and we're just gonna close out quietly. Y'all know I just flow, right? So next week I may or may not be on. Or I may jump on and do on the recording. Look for it,
Y'all,
but that's
we
right.
celebrate her birthday.
That's right. Starting Sunday is my birthday turn up week.
Big time.
So I may be on Monday. It may not be live. It may be recording, or y'all might catch up. And then the following Monday is a holiday. And so, it may be a recording on that you can catch at another time. But I'm learning how to
We're
let
going to be
go.
away meditating.
I absolutely love it. So, take that time to be with yourself or look for something. That may be a recording, it may be a meditation, it may, you never know. Just look for it. But I'm giving myself free. Thank you, Facebook user. I don't know, your name is not coming up. So whoever that was that just said happy birthday in advance, you got to tell me who you are. Thank you in advance. I appreciate it in advance for all of it. Don't forget, go to enlightenedwoman.global, click on the Serenity Experience and get yourself registered so you can be a part of that
My
transformative
sisters, don't you dare
healing
miss that.
space. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda Tuck. You've been in our meditation room. I'm so glad to see your name again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As we close out, we're just going to just breathe our way out for tonight, because it also helps with sleep, um, lowering your blood pressure. Meditation and breath work does. And so I had this one um, specifically done for serenity, meditation and breath works. But just take a moment, everybody, and just close your eyes. Thank you, Sister Yvette. I'm always glad to see your name as you continue on your healing journey. God is a healer. You are a miracle. Just take a moment. I invite you to gently close your eyes if you're in a safe place. If you don't feel safe, you can just kind of soften your gaze and just lay your hands in your lap, feet flat. You might be sitting up in a chair, or you may be laying down. Wherever you are, it's only just going to be a few moments. But this is just to empower you that it doesn't take a long time to go within, to help you not give up or give in, but to go within as a practice for your mental and emotional well being. And I invite you now to just take a deep breath in through your nose and release it through your mouth. Take another deep breath in through your nose and release it through your mouth. I'm going to invite you on our next deep breath in. Just take in as much breath as you can and hold it at the top at the count of 3. Let's take a deep breath in. 2, 3, hold it and release through your mouth. Exhale, exhale, exhale. And then our final one for the night, make it your deepest inhale as you possibly can. I'm going to do a count of 3. Then I'm going to ask you to exhale through your mouth for a count of 4. You're literally pushing as much stale air out as you can. On a count of 3, let's take a deep breath in. 2, 3, hold it and release. Exhale. 3, 4. Woo. Just those few 4 breaths, it relaxed me. I have to always pay attention when I'm leading to make sure I don't go in.
Right.
Thank you. And you can practice it again once you get in bed, lay down, and just take a few deep breaths in, hold it, and then release it through your mouth with sound to just release the day. Thank y'all for joining us on tonight on Mondays in the Meditation Room in this Mind Your Mind in the Meditation Room on this Mental Health Awareness Month. Don't give up. Don't give in. Go within. Love y'all. Have a restful and peaceful evening. See you soon.